Annapolis, the starting of it at any rate, and Linda Gass, who is curating an exhibition that's coming next month at the History Museum called Shaped by Water. She's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on here today. Linda?
Yeah, so we're going to have an exhibit opening October 8th, and it's called Shaped by Water, Past, Present, and Future. And it's about the history and then also the future of water in the Santa Clara Valley. Sure, if you want to, yeah, great. And our mission with this exhibit is to educate the community about this vital resource of water, but also to inspire a real appreciation for it and to inspire action around it. So how are we going to do this? Because most people take water for granted. You just turn on your tap, it comes out, no problem. You can use as much of it as you want. It's so easy to get. So we're looking for all different kinds of ways to engage people in this. I've heard from a lot of people, water, that would be such a boring topic. But as soon as they start finding out more, boy, they realize there's nothing boring about it at all. It's very interesting. So one of the ways that we're engaging people is through art. And we've invited artist Gregory Gavin, who maybe will say a few words later on, to create an installation called Riveropolis. It's going to be a 30-foot long cascading water sculpture, and the theme of it is an orchard river. So today we've invited the community to come decorate trees that will get planted around the orchard river. So that's what's happening here today. I wanted to say a few words since you all have been inspired to take action and to put your energy and time behind bringing attention to climate change, about the relationship between climate change and water. So there are three main areas where climate change interacts with water. One is going to be on the availability of water, both in terms of how quickly it evaporates and our snowpack, which we heavily rely on. Another one is sea level rise, and another one is the warming of the water and the changes that are going to happen to those water ecosystems as a result. So with respect to the availability of water, when our rainfall happens, and how warm is our climate, how quickly does water evaporate, that's going to create these really big fluctuations that our existing system is not designed to manage. The Sierra Snowpack, that is the state's biggest reservoir. We live in California. Most of our rain comes during the winter months when the temperatures are colder, so it accumulates as snow in the Sierra Nevada, and then it starts melting slowly through the spring and early summer, releasing it slowly. If we start having changes in our rainfall patterns, we start getting more rain during the summer months, less during the winter months, we're really in trouble with respect to that storage mechanism we've relied on. Another thing is that so currently scientists are predicting a 25 to 50% decrease in our Sierra snowpack by the year 2050. So that's a pretty big change. So then 60% of the water for Los Altos citizens and some Los Altos Hills residents comes from locally stored water in reservoirs and groundwater. In fact, groundwater is the majority of that. And the way that water gets into the ground is through precipitation and recharge using imported water. So again, even our groundwater resources can be threatened by climate change if we don't have the right amount of water to replenish our groundwater. And then there's sea level rise. Already the sea has risen by 8 inches in the last 100 years. And it's projected to rise by double than that, 16 inches to 55 inches by 2050. This means a lot of our low-lying areas around the bay are threatened by flooding. So that's another change that could happen. And then one more side effect of rising CO2 levels is that the oceans naturally absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. But as that concentration of CO2 increases, it absorbs even more and more carbon. And bringing that carbon into the water makes it more acidic. And all of the sea creatures who build up shells and bones in the ocean rely on an environment that's less acidic so that they can use the minerals that are there. When it becomes more acidic, it starts dissolving those minerals. So It will weaken their shells and skeletons, so it's threatening all of sea life. So those are really the main ways about water and climate change, and I really hope that you'll all be able to come see the exhibition. We've got a whole bunch of wonderful interactive installations. We're going to have living gray water wetlands out in the courtyard here. We're going to have a little house with a green roof. We're going to have a labyrinth that you can walk. We're going to have many artist installations, including a surfboard surrounded by a giant wave made out of plastic water bottles. So I really encourage you all to come back and experience what's here. It's going to be wonderful. And I also invite you all, any of you, to stay and help make trees for the Orchard River. You can see some beautiful ones that were made. It doesn't take long. You don't have to have inherent artistic talent. Gregory Gavin, the artist here, can guide you through it. It's fun. And then you get to come back opening weekend and see your tree on the river. You can tell all your friends. So anyway, I really thank you all for coming here today. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to take them.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you.